I am Elizabeth Sinclair, and the tale I recount unfolded within the creaking halls of a Victorian home that harbored a secret darker than the shadows that clung to its time-worn walls. A family's seemingly innocuous decision to unlock a forbidden door unraveled a malevolent force that had slumbered for centuries, a force that defied the very fabric of reality. The Victorian home stood as a sentinel of bygone eras, its ornate architecture a testament to the opulence of a forgotten age. My husband, Robert, and our two children, Emma and Thomas, embarked on a new chapter of our lives as we moved into the dwelling, drawn to its charm and the promise of a fresh start. From the moment we crossed the threshold, an unsettling energy permeated the air. Whispers of forgotten tales and the rustle of ethereal fabric seemed to echo within the halls. It was a symphony of the supernatural, a disquieting melody that heightened our awareness of the home's mysterious past. The former owner, a stoic figure with haunted eyes, left us with a single warning: never unlock the door to the basement. The door, concealed in a shadowed corner, bore a heavy lock, its iron surface etched with cryptic symbols that hinted at the ancient force imprisoned within. Curiosity, however, proved a formidable adversary to reason. As days passed, the locked basement door became a lingering enigma, a puzzle that begged to be unraveled. Whispers of unseen secrets and the promise of untold revelations danced through the halls like phantoms of temptation. One fateful evening, the allure became too potent to resist. The family gathered around the basement door, its ornate lock glinting in the dim light. The air itself seemed to hold its breath as we inserted the key, its metallic click releasing the seal that had contained a malevolent force for centuries. The door groaned open, revealing a stairwell that descended into a Stygian abyss. The air grew colder, as if the very breath of the netherworld wafted from below. Ignoring the trepidation that settled in our hearts, we descended into the subterranean realm. As we traversed the labyrinthine passages of the basement, a miasma of dread clung to the air. The walls, adorned with forgotten relics and dusty cobwebs, seemed to witness the passage of time itself. It was in the deepest recesses that we stumbled upon an ancient chamber, a prison for an entity beyond mortal comprehension. A pulsating force, a maelstrom of otherworldly energy, radiated from the center of the chamber. In the heart of the arcane sigils and forgotten incantations, an entity stirred. A shadowy figure that seemed to coalesce from the very fabric of darkness. Eyes, devoid of any semblance of humanity, fixated upon us with a predatory awareness. The entity, an ancient force imprisoned by forgotten rites, bore witness to our intrusion with a malevolent glee. Its form flickered like a spectral flame, and the air resonated with a chorus of disembodied voices, the echoes of tormented souls that had succumbed to the entity's malevolence throughout the ages. As we stood frozen in horror, the entity spoke in a guttural tongue, a language that transcended the boundaries of mortal comprehension. The very foundations of reality seemed to shudder, as it sought to weave a tapestry of torment from the threads of our existence. The specter of temptation that had lured us to the basement now revealed its true nature, a force that sought to consume our souls and enslave our minds. Desperation set in as we faced the inescapable reality of our perilous decision. A surge of ethereal energy emanated from the entity, its malevolence manifesting in nightmarish apparitions that danced through the chamber. The tormented souls, once imprisoned, now sought vengeance upon the living, their wails reverberating through the subterranean depths. A battle between the mortal and the malevolent ensued, a clash that blurred the lines between the tangible and the supernatural. Emma and Thomas, their eyes wide with terror, faced the onslaught of spectral assailants that seemed to materialize from the very shadows. As the entity's influence intensified, the basement became a battlefield where the echoes of forgotten tragedies collided with the mortal struggle for survival. The air itself seemed to writhe with a spectral tempest, and the family's screams harmonized with the tormented chorus of souls trapped within the entity's dominion. Desperation fueled a resolve within me, a determination to confront the malevolent force that we had unwittingly unleashed. Drawing upon an inner strength, I sought to unravel the arcane symbols that bound the entity to its prison, a last-ditch effort to sever the ties that tethered the supernatural to the material. The basement quaked with a tumultuous energy as I etched counter-sigils into the walls, each stroke a desperate plea for salvation. The entity, enraged by the disruption of its dominion, unleashed a final surge of spectral energy that threatened to obliterate the very fabric of reality. In the crescendo of the supernatural clash, the arcane symbols flared with an incandescent light. The very foundations of the basement seemed to rebel against the malevolent force, rejecting its influence and casting it back into the abyss from whence it came. The entity, its shadowy form dissolving into the void, uttered a haunting lament, an ancient curse that echoed through the subterranean depths. The spectral assailants, their ethereal forms dissipating like mist, left behind an oppressive silence that resonated through the basement. The basement door, once open to the realm of the supernatural, now stood sealed by an unseen force, a barrier that severed the connection between the living and the malevolent entity. As the air settled, the remnants of the supernatural clash dissipated like mist, leaving the family standing amidst the stillness of the subterranean chamber. The former owner, his spectral presence materializing in the aftermath of the battle, bore witness to the struggle that had unfolded. His eyes, once haunted, now held a flicker of gratitude, an acknowledgement of our valor in the face of an ancient evil. The family ascended from the basement, their bodies weary but their spirits resilient. The Victorian home, once a haven of mystery and malevolence, now stood silent and still, as if the echoes of the supernatural struggle had left an indelible mark on its time-worn walls. As we locked the basement door once more, the former owner's spectral figure dissipated into the shadows. The family, forever changed by the harrowing ordeal, left the Victorian home behind, its secrets buried in the subterranean depths. The whispers of the supernatural lingered, carried by the wind that swept through the vacant halls, a testament to the malevolent force that had been unleashed and the resilience of those who stood against the shadows of the unknown.